Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, like the way you know this thing that generally the topic which I select for my videos are always governed by the predominant theme at the time when I'm recording the video. So yes, moon is like very close to the getting conjunct with Rahu, and by the time I will upload this I'm sure they would have been conjunct. So I just thought we can have our discussion on some specific trait or contribution of the Rahu in our life through Vedic astrology. So although we have already had our discussion on Rahu in different zodiac signs, in different houses, in the ascendant chart, in the D9 chart, but then suddenly this idea come to me that when it comes down to knowing your talents, knowing your skill set, regarding which there is some sort of obsessiveness, innate talents, karma created from that talent from the past lifetime which has been passed down. If you have to see that, so decoding the D3 chart, the Drakana chart becomes very important. So in this video guys, we will have our discussion on that only. We will try to study Rahu's placement in different houses of the D3 chart or the Drakana chart. Now I'm very much sure that now you would be thinking that Nipun, when it comes down to the D3 chart, because somehow it is like a microscopic analysis of the third house, which tells about your relationship with your siblings, your prowess, your courage, your communication, and also like if you want to get deeper into it. So even the deities or the gods connected with the D3 chart, they are like Narada, Agastya, and the Durvasa, which are also connected as the D3 chart connected gods or the deities, and they're like different like Sarab Drakana, other alignments as well. Although apart from all of that, the most important is the 8th house zodiac sign and the lord of the D3 chart, which we call as the 22nd Drakana. So I will talk about that in some separate videos. In this video guys, out of all the multifold traits and signification of the D3 chart, we will be focusing only on the talent and the skill set side of the D3 chart, and specifically what you can connect with Rahu over there. Like the way guys, why we connect Rahu with the fame? The simple answer to that is Rahu has got this capacity to create that level of mass hypnosis where suddenly everyone is like interested in you, or you have that sense of understanding the futuristic trends, what exactly is going on in the masses, and that is how people who are like strongly governed by the Rahu get very famous very easily. Now guys, the only concern is that whenever we have to discuss anything about Rahu, Rahu represents unusuality. Whatever is unusual around you, that is Rahu. All those people you come across who have got very unusual experiences in their life, all of that is Rahu. Like the way guys, just because in this video we will be having our discussion from the talents and the skill set point of view, there are like those people who are born in West. They are born in a very materialistic, some of the people who have been born in very alcoholic kind of family, and now a transition came in their life. Now they are like, they have come to the east, they have like embraced the Sanatan Dharma, they are living in the ISKCON ashrams, and they are like doing the promotion or prachar of all the Sanatan Dharma philosophies. And there have been those kind of cases like these days some of the people, like this was also in the news, this girl from the northeastern part of the India, and she joined the American porn industry, and there have been those, I guess this guy Nix, and there was that guy named Shakespeare. He came in, both of them came in many famous Indian podcasts, and even they said the same thing, that this is what they wanted to do. And whenever they used to share this fantasy of theirs, they used to be mocked by people around them, and that's what life and destiny took them. So that's what I'm trying to say. Rahu has this tendency to completely distort someone's life. Unconventionality is the only reason unconventionality is connected with the Rahu. So guys, in this video we will try to look at all aspect of it. So, and like the way I give this example as well, that the kind of karma which you have created from your talents, from your skill set, which might come in the form of the punishment as well. Like the way, guys, why to go very far, there have been those kind of news where people who are like successful doctor and they get arrested on the charges of the human body organ trafficking. And there have been those cases where some of the doctors, like I have personally seen them, like after like serving their time or contributing to their official job, in the evening hours they do the voluntary charitable work. In order to, they go to those kind of places where like unprivileged and like poor people live, who cannot afford the heavy cost of medical expenses and all, and they do that charitable work. So that is also what we get to know from the D3 chart as well. Apart from all the signification, guys, which you will get to know about your experiences with your relationship with the siblings. We all have seen those kind of cases where in some of my consultations, clients have personally told me that, you know, had I not been born in a family where my elder brother, he actually acted like my parents, like my father, and he took care of all of my expenses, and he was the support system in our family. So, and there have been those cases where people get into court battle, and whatever their family has built, they end up squandering or losing everything because of the battle and the court lawsuit issue amongst the brothers. So all of that we get to know from the D3 chart. So guys, you would have slightly understood the importance of this chart, and now we will just focus on the contribution which will come because of the placement of the Rahu in all different houses of the D3 chart. As the title of this video says, Rahu in itself is like the way we say the karma which you have acquired from your skill set, your talents from the past lifetime. Anything to do with the mass hypnosis, anything to do with the futuristic trends, anything to do with the manipulation, political expertise, all of that is connected with the planet Rahu. So guys, let's say for example, if in your D3 chart, now let's just start our discussion, and after that at the end we will just look at the chart of these some reference charts as well. I hope it's in the right angle where you can see the chart as well. So okay, let's say for example, if you will find that in the D3 chart or the Drakana chart. Now guys, don't get into the complication of the manual calculation. That's very simple. You have to divide the zodiac sign into 3 equal parts of 10 degrees each. But I'm sure you would have access to like Jagannath Hora software or Astro Sage or Cosmic Insight, from where you can easily calculate that. You can access that D3 chart or the Drakana chart. So now guys, starting our discussion. Now let's say for example, if you will find that Rahu is going to be placed in the first house of the D3 chart. Now guys, like the way I mentioned this thing, you could be a very successful actor as well. You could be very good in the field of the politics as well. The good thing is that Rahu is the best salesman. Rahu knows how to sell things. And if you talk about any of those like entrepreneurs who actually made it good in the business world and all, and if you will ask them the tidbits or the feedback or the lessons, all what they will say that we knew how to sell ourselves. So I mean to say, anything to do with the glamour world, futuristic trends, if your skill set, your talent, like for example, if you gotten into a field where like performing arts is what your destiny is. So Rahu's placement in the first house of the D3 chart is a good indication that you will be able to garner the mass attention. And like the way we say that Rahu is like a chameleon. Rahu knows how to change its skin as per the need of the hour. So like those people who keep on updating themselves, they shuffle into multiple ventures. So this is the kind of like gift which comes to someone who has got Rahu being placed in the first house of the D3 chart. Now guys, let's say for example, if you have Rahu being placed in the second house of the D3 chart. So guys, this is kind of a good placement, especially when you come across like all those people who deal in the cryptocurrencies and all. This could be a good kind of placement. Along with that, you will also have that talent for like, you know, when you talk, you can actually like mesmerize people. That sort of hypnotic charm in your oratory skills generally comes if Rahu is going to be placed in the second house of the D3 chart. And we generally say this thing that with this kind of placement, you could be like the way when the politicians and the celebrities, they make the mistake very blatantly, and their PR team come and they try to do the damage control. So you know that how to talk very diplomatically in any given situation. Now guys, if you will find that Rahu is going to be placed in the D3 chart. So again guys, you could be a software developer or anything to do with the like communication or prowess, courage, and like the way people who get into the Marines and Navy SEAL and all, and even like people who have got expertise into multiple languages, different languages. Obviously guys, a lot is dependent on that which zodiac sign is here. So like if there is going to be the Martian signs, like for example Aries is going to be here, Capricorn is going to be here, Scorpio is going to be here, so then it's going to be empowering your like strength. And we know that in the D3 chart, Mars is the significator karaka of the D3 chart. So Rahu's placement in the third house actually make you very like innovative and fills you with that thrust. Like, you know, these are those people who could be pioneer in their chosen field. Now guys, if Rahu is going to be placed in the fourth house of the D3 chart. So guys, Rahu's placement in the like fourth house of the D4 chart could be good for, like we say that something to do with the mass trends, politics, real estate. But generally it has been seen that if your Rahu is going to be placed in the fourth house of the D3 chart, for your talent and your skill set, you might not get the right set of audience and buyers in your birth country, in your birthplace. You might have to move away to get the right set of credits and appreciation for the kind of talents which you possess. Now guys, let's say for example if Rahu is going to be placed in the fifth house of the D3 chart. So guys, this is kind of a good placement. You could be a strategist, you could be a very good performing artist, and we say that fifth house is the originality, is the seed of the fresh idea, new thought. And if Rahu is going to be placed over here, it can actually make you very like a strategist. In certain cases, these people could be slightly manipulator as well for their own good. But in terms of how to sell yourself, how to package, how to brand yourself, how to present your talents and your skill set, you will have that skill. Now guys, if Rahu is going to be placed in the sixth house, see guys, when we talk about like Rahu's placement in the third house, sixth house, like these are very empowering house. So like generally we say that, you know, people who rebel, people who become the whistleblower. So this could be one such kind of placement as well. I forgot that name, Snowden, and there was this guy in the Russia, I forgot his name. So he actually campaigned a lot against like Putin and all. So yeah, it's like Rahu's placement in the sixth house will actually fills you that with that courage and competitiveness, and Rahu loves challenges. So if whatsoever field you have chosen for yourself, you will have this capacity to manipulate, strategize, and collaborate with the right set of people to be empowered, to be in an empowered place. Like the way we say that luck will actually support you in collaborating and connecting with the right set of people. I guess that's what is happening, I guess, in Brazil as well. Brazil and the US, where like Trump does not get along very well with the new anointed leader of Brazil, that Lula guy. And yeah, so he has been pressing. So yeah, a lot of things are happening. I mean to say, if your Rahu is in the sixth house in the D3 chart, in your field, you know what kind of people to hang out, collaborate, and associate with, which will act as your strength in any dire times. And yes, you could be a successful lawyer, anything to do with the in certain cases, you know, there have been those videos where like China is building a army of the hackers. So with Rahu in the sixth house in the D3 chart, oh my god, cyber security, becoming a hacker, ethical hacker, this could be one such supportive placement. Now guys, if Rahu is going to be placed in the seventh house of the D3 chart, so guys, this is a very good placement, especially when we talk about it's all about Rahu is like a salesman. how to go out, present yourself, use the right word, connect with the right set of people, collaborate, make your moves accordingly. So Rahu's placement in the 7th house of the D3 chart, you could be a successful businessman, you could be a successful entrepreneur, and a lot of the things which are like divine ordained will come in your life. Certain talents, because this places Ketu in the 1st house of the D3 chart. So you will have certain talents for which, like, you know, we say that, okay, this guy is blessed, this guy is gifted. So that sort of potential lies with this kind of placement. Rahu in the 8th house in the D3 chart, guys, you have to monitor your karma. With this kind of placement, if the zodiac sign placement is also not very harmonious, I mentioned this thing. In the D3 chart, 8th house zodiac sign, and the Lord is the 22nd Drekana. So that means it is very sensitive. So this will also tell about the kind of karma which has come to you because of the slight possibility of the misuse of your talents in the past lifetime. Again guys, stand alone we cannot say like that. We have to do the overall analysis of the chart, but there is going to be slight possibility of that. We generally say this thing that you could be a tantric and all those kind of unconventional kind of field, you know, like people who Man versus Wild, that Bear Grylls, now he was the pioneer. Now there have been so many people. So I mean to say those kind of unusual kind of field and profession, this could make you very daring. Even the like life and death, blood, surgery, accident, you know, people who become like a mercenary, assassins, those things does not scare you, does not intimidate you. So but yes, it's a complicated kind of placement. Guys, if your Rahu is going to be placed in the 9th house of the D3 chart, so beyond any doubt guys, it's a good placement in this regard that it will actually make you like you know, you will have this capacity that you will be known for the good reasons, to inspire, uplift, motivate people because of your uniqueness, because of your talents. And again, like you could be very innovative, like those people are very innovator who change the world, like, you know, people, that kind of capacity you will have with your talents, with your skill set. Your uniqueness will inspire many. Guys, Rahu is going to be placed in the 10th house of the D3 chart. Again, like this is described as a status climber. You know that, you know, whatever talent you have, how to showcase it, how to sell it, and generally it has been seen. For example guys, we know this thing that you have a talent for basketball, you have a talent for acting, you have a talent for singing, but were you able to get the right set of, you know, people to represent you, agency to represent you? Now if your Rahu is going to be placed in the 10th house of the D3 chart, these people generally remain lucky in all these areas. Even for the fame and the recognition point of view, this is a very good placement. Guys, Rahu is going to be placed in the 11th house of the D3 chart. So guys, when we talk about networking, the way I said this thing, mass hypnosis, and again guys, if your Rahu is going to be placed in the 11th house of the D3 chart, and let's say for example it is going to be placed in the water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so like those kind of people who become like you know, they create that hypnosis that okay, there is a new guru in the market, he can perform that miracle and he can conjure everyone's attention. So 11th house is where the mass dealings and the public and the big network, big platforms are there. So, and Rahu loves all the attention. So based on the zodiac sign, your talent, your chosen field and skill set, this could be a very good sign or a harbinger of success. Now guys, if Rahu is going to be placed in the 12th house of the D3 chart, so same like Rahu being in the 4th house in the D3 chart is afflicted, you might not get that desired success around your birthplace, and in this placement you might get assured success away from your birthplace for your talents, for your skill set. Along with that guys, we say that any dream work, people who organize many like retreats and all, something to do with becoming a whistleblower, people who become a spy, covert activities, operations and all. So Rahu's placement in the 12th house of the D3 chart, your talents and your skill set might be here in this field. Now guys, we will briefly look at the chart of like people as well. So if you will take up the case of the Muhammad Ali, I'm sure guys, I hope you are seeing the screen clear. there is no reflection which is coming on it. So in the D3 chart, guys, for the Muhammad Ali, one of the most legendary inspirational person. So in the D3 chart, you can see his complete date of birth as well. And in the D3 chart, he has got a Scorpio Lagna in the D3 chart, and where Rahu is placed. Rahu is conjunct with Mars in the Aries in the 6th house. So again, guys, like these are those people where there was that time when even the government was against him, and for his move where he wanted to represent his people and all that racial discrimination and other things which he represented. So this Rahu conjunct with if Rahu is conjunct with a planet which is exalted, which is placed in its own sign, Rahu becomes very, very strong, and his fame is like something, he's like immortal, legend. Now guys, when we talk about Bruce Lee, so in the Bruce Lee's case as well, guys, you will see that in his D3 chart, his Rahu is placed in the 11th house in the Capricorn. So his discipline, his expertise, you can see all of that. And in Michael Jordan's case as well, guys, Rahu is placed in the 10th house. And in the D3 chart, we have to give attention to the 3rd house as well. So the 3rd lord is placed in the 1st house, a planet like Jupiter, planet of blessing. But more important, this discussion is more about Rahu. So yes, people who are the status climber, we generally see if Rahu is going to be placed in the 10th house of the D3 chart. And I hope, guys, you would have seen the chart correctly. If not, let me just tilt it a little bit, and then yeah, let me just show to you. Yeah, sorry guys, because channel participation, engagement, views are going down and I'm focused on other things. So YouTube is like getting my minimum of the time and attention. Yeah, it's all give and take. So the more attention, traffic, engagement I get, the more I'll be motivated enough to do that. I love astrology, but I need to pay bills and other things are there as well. So I just save time for edit and other things and keep the channel active. So yes guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.